It's all for you, buddy.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 44 of Dank Shrine. Our guest today is Dead Pixels Optimus, who is hands down the best Dutch Terran. Optimus, what's up, buddy?
Oh, what's up? Not much. You? All going amazing.
Yeah, not much is going on. I just woke up. The sun is other side. The sun is shining. It's beautiful because I have this nice window down here in the morning that lets in all this lovely natural light that I'm not going to put a cover on, but it's okay. Yeah, man. Did you happen to catch any of those NA qualies last night? I know you were. It was pretty late for you. Did you catch any of them?
No, not this night. I watched some of the. Was it the Junkerping ones? But not Valencia. No, it was 2 a.m. and I went to bed at like 1.
Okay.
Like 1:30. So.
That's sensible. That you're like a good young adult. Like I need to go to bed at a good time.
No, we're still living the waste schedule, just a little bit less wasty.
There you go. But there was some good games. Like Massa did beat Need 3-0, which I think was kind of a surprise. Well, maybe surprise isn't the right word. I think
that is a surprise.
I think it was a surprise.
I think everyone's just surprised when Need loses, right? Like that's more the thing.
I think it's kind of like pretty even. But Neep is still the favorite, right? So it's kind of a surprise. But the trio is a surprise for me. Not so much that he won, because I know that he can win, right?
Right.
But the way he won was like really convincingly, at least on the score-wise, because I didn't see the games. So in that sense, it's a surprise for me.
Like a 3-2, like Massa winning, sure, absolutely, he's capable of winning it.
Yeah.
3-2, 3-1, sure, but a 3-0, Neep didn't grab a single set off of Massa. That's either Massa was just really on top of his game, or
he was.
Maybe Neeb wasn't feeling well. Who knows?
It was really just a booty slap. Like that's like straight up and down. Like Neeb just got booty slapped.
Oh man,
I didn't see the games, but I saw some parts of it, like proxies and stuff. So that doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah, super aggressive for sure. Like the whole time.
Yeah,
but that's how you beat Neeb.
That's the one way you can really convincingly beat Neeb.
Right,
just proxies.
Yeah, but that makes sense, right? It's like, okay, like you do what you need to do to win, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
win is a win.
Exactly. Like that's how I look at it. Poor QXC had to play Neeb first, got 3-0'd, so rip QXC. But it was good to see him again, like coming back and playing some games. And then he did beat Silky in one game in the lower brackets. So I don't know. I hope we'll see more of him. It would be good to see him come back and play seriously, even if it's just for like a little bit. It's always good to have
I always thought QXE was like one of the more fun players to watch.
Yeah.
The legendary keyboard smash, of course. That
dude.
Was, the highlight.
It was like it was like a windmill. It was like the fucking windmill, like
that was so sad though. He was up like 3-0 or like 2-0 in the best of 5, and then he got cheesed 3 times in a row and still like wasn't mannered enough to type GG, and then you smash the keyboard.
Rip.
That was pretty funny.
But yeah, legendary keyboard smashing. Legend. Our boy Volts.
I've never done that.
Yeah, I've never done it either. Well, no, I take that. I've never punched it, but I've definitely just like fucking like slammed my hands down on it.
Oh no, I've done plenty of times, man.
But I've never broken it. Like it's never broke. So I've been lucky though, because like the last time I played, like my hands were fucking up really bad, and I was super pissed because I threw hard, and I like totally like was it was like multiple times like my wife called downstairs like, "You all right?" And I'm like, "Yep, I'm fine." Like
nothing happened. Someone fell off my
desk.
No,
I didn't just lose it as a video game. Like it's fine.
I've never been there. Trust me.
Our boy Volts, he put up a good fight. He lost a true 3-0. I watched the games though, and he actually threw hard too. He was in the lead, and he threw hard twice, so he definitely had the chance to beat True. So a little more tweaking, and our boy could be getting farther through. So you never know.
Where was True playing from? Because he was in Korea for a while, right?
He's back at home now. He's back at the Storm house.
All right.
Yeah, I did an interview with him like the day before. And he didn't know that like Volts played for us, and I could have been like, "So what's your strategy?" But I'm too good of a guy. I'm too nice. So I was like, True, make sure you don't tell me what you're gonna do because he's on my team. And he's like, "Oh, okay." I don't think he really cared, but still.
Yeah.
And then Volts beat Puck once, but then overall lost. But again, in some close games. So good for him. We're happy to have him on the team, and hopefully he can do some things for us.
That's good.
Yeah.
Always promising, of course.
Yeah, I'd like to support the scene. So then we got so it'll be it's today, right? Is it today?
Yeah, and like it's
Is that
12 hours. No, it's a bit less than 12 hours.
Yeah. It'll be tonight. I think it's like 11 hours from now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got Massa Scarlet, and then we'll have Neeb versus True, and then Jon Snow versus Bales. So, Optimus, what do you think? Massa versus Scarlet?
Is Scarlet playing from Korea or NA?
Korea.
Korea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they'll probably play West or Central. I can't remember where Massa lives. Does he live in like Eastern Canada?
He lives in Toronto, I think, which is
It's
like
East, right?
yeah. I don't know my Canadian providences, but I want to say yeah.
Google Mapsing it already.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I think it's East. It's East. Okay, so they will probably play on Central then. If they play on West, I don't really like. It's really hard to win TVC cross server.
Yeah.
Even on NA Central, I'm like struggling hardcore against it. So I think if he plays on West, it's going to be really hard for him to win.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's Central, I think he can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure how good his TVC is compared to Scarlet's TVC. But I'm going to say, depending on the server, he will win.
Okay.
If it's Central, I think he'll win.
Yeah.
West might be really hard.
I think he's definitely got the advantage for sure, just based on where they're playing from. Like obviously they're both super good, but like he's got the edge there. Like if they were Korea, I'd give it to Scarlet, or if they were playing from Korea.
Yeah.
If he was
Yeah.
you got what I mean.
If they're playing on even ping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Moss is a Korean guy, so he should be playing from Korea.
Yeah.
Semantics.
But I don't know why this guy has a Canadian flag next to his name.
Well, because
I always consider him kind of a European, to be honest.
He's a European. He's all over the place, man.
He plays like a lot on EU, and I don't really play him on NA, so I kind of consider him a European, as weird as that sounds. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on the server, I think. If they play Central, I think Massa will win. But he might get screwed over server-wise. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, actually, I don't think so, because it's an NA event, right? So they're forced to play at least on NA.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he should be fine. Massa 3-1.
Yeah. 3-1? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go 3-2. I say Scarlet does some cheesy games. I say it goes to game 5. Seeker, what do you think?
Or 5 macro games. I think it's gonna be 5 macro games.
I definitely don't think it'll be macro games.
No,
so.
I don't think so.
She's like the longer the game goes, the less likely she is to win. Like she needs to be like no regret.
Right about that. She probably wants it to end early. So
Optimus, you can definitely sing on this stream if you want to.
Gonna
No, I'm not singing for any money.
I mean, Euthermal will give you $1,000.
No, it's not happening.
It's not worth it.
For one, he's not gonna give it.
For one, he's lying. For two, no.
No, I'm not gonna end up on live stream fails. No, not happening.
Oh man, you're assuming people watch this show.
Well, I'm sure he's gonna be the one guy
he'd submit it.
Feels bad, man.
Let's say Massa 3-2. Massa 3-2. For Scarlet.
Scarlet Trio incoming.
Feels bad. Okay, then we got True versus Neeb. I'm gonna give it to Neeb, even though like Zerg is playing like Zergs are really strong right now. I'm gonna give Neeb the edge, and I'm gonna say Neeb in a 3-1.
Is it a best of 5 or best of 3? Because the lower.
You're right. I'm sorry.
But it's a qualifying match, so I think it's a best of 5.
I think they are. Yeah, I think they are best of 5. I think that's what they ended up doing last time.
Yeah, it's a best of 5 in the EU at least. So I think Neep is really good against True style. I think he will win 3-0 or maybe 3-1.
Okay.
What is the purpose of that? Losers round 4 always seems to be best of 5. Why?
Because it's a qualifying match.
Because it's still a qualifying match. Yeah. Because the winner moves on to qualify.
Yeah. So they want the qualifying match to be best of 5 because then otherwise it would be weird with the winner bracket being best of 5, right?
So pretty much whoever wins, even if they were to lose every match after that, they still get a qualifying spot.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why it's best of 5. Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Makes sense, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it does make sense, and I actually think it was a very clever implementation from WCS to do that.
Yeah. Let's see, and then we have Jon Snow versus Bales. I'm gonna say Jon Snow. I think he's playing at like a higher level than Bales is right now. Like, no offense to Bales, like Bales is still like a really good player, but I think Jon Snow is just on like the other tier right now.
Yeah, I think they're pretty even. Maybe Jon Snow favorite, but the maps are so good for Zerg now.
Yeah, that's
I don't.
Yeah, that's why I'm really getting in the
Jon
edge.
Jon Snow was one of our guests.
Yeah,
so we kind of have to root for them.
He's pretty confident.
We said it. We told him while he was on the show, "Hey, we'll root for you."
Yeah.
So we kind of.
I mean, either way, we're gonna get an American in. So, USA.
Yeah.
USA. No.
I don't know about that. We might not get a USA person in.
No,
there's guaranteed to be.
Yeah, because it's top 4. So yeah, we're guaranteed someone from the US to get in.
I thought we were talking about
to
top
win.
2.
No.
But yeah,
no.
like the person to win it all.
I mean, that would be great, but no, I don't know.
I think Neep will win. So
yeah.
I think so.
So we're guaranteed.
Neep over True.
I think so.
I think his style is just really good against True style. I don't know their head-to-head score, but it's insanely Neep favorite, I believe. Let me actually check it real quick.
Yeah, True hasn't done anything since his,
He hasn't gone very.
Yeah.
He hasn't gone very deep in many tournaments and stuff. Like, you're right. Like, he hasn't done. It's been pretty lackluster.
In map score, Neep is 35-17, and in games he's 12-2.
Damn.
Yeah. So not sure what's going on with True, but after he won his championship, his WC's championship back in August, he hasn't really done anything after that.
Well, I think by his own account, it was like after he launched the H Jacks, right, when he was like, "All right, I got to start playing serious again." Like, but I think he just got like too lazy, like living in the U.S. and stuff, and just like, I don't know. I think.
Man, what does he do?
I think I think for him, like, like when he was in like the Korean house, like in Korea, and he was like so focused and stuff. But here, I think it's because like KJ's like so relaxed and like he's just like there hanging out. Like, I think like that was the problem. Like, it was like too much just hanging out. Like there wasn't enough like serious like practice going on.
Maybe.
Jehefe says that True likes to play League. So
True likes to play League. There it is.
Dude, all Koreans like to play League.
I'm not sure. I think it's like the. Yeah,
it's the trap.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
He's okay. Yeah. He used to be your teammate. He's not on Dead Pixels.
No, but back then I wasn't on Dead Pixels. So
right.
Back then. Are you getting much practice with the Korean players on Dead Pixels?
No, not really. Well, it's like time zone and ping, so it makes it like really difficult to play with them. And I don't really do customs. I like ladder 95% of the time.
Okay.
Well, that's
true the time that I play.
Mini fires, like ever since the Kespa teams disbanded, Korean players just ladder now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same with EU. Like all the good players ladder. So why would you play customs unless you're specifically preparing for something?
Right.
Exactly. Right.
Then I would like just before, for example, just before I played WCS, I practiced like TVZs, right? Yeah. But normally I would just ladder.
But the thing with the WCS tournaments is like, there's no break, right? You get a tournament, then you just have to keep going.
Yeah.
But with like Korean tournaments, you get like a week break, and you figure out who your opponent is, so you know what matchup you need to prepare for. You can strategize, but with WCS tournaments, it's just go, go, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a marathon compared to them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it really is. It's like one of the things that makes it hard. Thermi says, "How does Optimus feel about officially stealing the title of best Dutch Terran?"
We already discussed over this, didn't we?
Mark, he told me specifically to put that as the title. Like, he told me that he was the best.
He won't believe that.
He's the best.
Every time he memes that I'm the best, I'm always like, no, I'm shit. He already knows.
Let's do. I don't know. We'll take Optimus, and we'll find three European opponents for you, right? Zerg, Terran, Protoss. We'll put you in a best of 7 against all 3 of them. And then we'll do the same thing for you, Thermal. And then let's compare results.
Just make them play. Just make them play each other, though.
Have you seen my head-to-head score against him? That's not fair, man.
It doesn't make sense. Like if you put them against head to head against each other, right? That only means that they're good at TPT.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily tell us anything about who's the better player.
I think based on a legal luck rating, we can already make a judgment call. On that.
Okay.
He's like 700 ahead of me, so
That's not that. That's not that far. That's
You gotta
No,
chat.
that's
Okay,
easy.
you gotta chat.
within margin of error.
yeah. That's
Within
that's
every
easy.
game, you just gotta chat. Get him talking. You know,
Yeah, bant
get
him,
him talking.
bant him, get him
have
going.
him open up about his personal life. Ask him about his childhood, right? Hopes and dreams, his aspirations.
Dude, I could just see that.
And have you seen my head-to-head score?
I could see that like Vince is trying to play him and he's like like typing to you thermal, so you were abused as a child, right? Like just trying to get him to like feel bad, like holy shit. Like
Then he would just
it's the
instantly
mind-
block me and
just stop talking to you completely.
alright.
It's the mind
He's-
game stuff.
he's 30 and 3 against me, and in series he's 50-0.
Damn.
So let's
Rip.
not do head-to-head.
Okay, fair enough.
I never said head to head.
I said it.
Yeah.
I
So
said
it's
that.
the-
I knew it was a stupid idea, right? As you mentioned, but I wasn't going to support it.
All right. Let's talk about Yankoping. Let's see, because I just want to talk about going. Like, obviously, like Vince, we know you're going, and we already know like everyone else who's going. So let me pop that open. And then real quick, I guess I'd like to thank our sponsor, Sloth Esports. Got to get that in there. Those guys are awesome. Check out slothesports.com for all the good apparel. Guys, hit that follow button if you like the show. Obviously, you guys know we do this every week. If you didn't know, now you do. Donations are appreciated. We're really pushing hard to get to Montreal. I reset the goal, so I'll try to do our goals now in bits, because it was like set to like 2,000, which was like really fucking daunting, right? It's like, well, that's like a really big goal, right? So like I've broken it up. So like the first goal is like just to get the plane ticket. So all we need is 450 to get to that. And that just goes for like bringing better content. Like Optimus knows, like how, you know, when I was down in Austin, I was doing like player videos and stuff and doing interviews. So it's just for more StarCraft 2 content. But okay, so going over Yankoping, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
So for qualified for Protoss, we have Neep. That's it. Just the lonely Protoss is the only one that qualified.
Yep.
Terrans, we've got Aigaz, Kelazur, Major, Seether, and Semper. No, I don't think any of those are really surprised. What do you think?
I think, oh man, I saw that series of Probe against, was it Aigaz? Yeah, I think it was Aigaz, and it was like really close. I think Probe should have almost definitely won that. I don't know, he was so far ahead.
Isn't that what Probe
But-
said when we asked him?
Yeah.
But for the rest,
It's like I
it's
should have won
like
that.
pretty expected, I guess. Yeah, Semper qualifying. That might have been the most of the surprise, but I think that's still like kind of expected.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's kind of like the biggest upset of them all. Maybe he's not
Yeah.
that. Like I know that he's good enough to qualify, but some people might not really know him, right? So, actually, I want to check his bracket real quick. Who did he beat to qualify?
Well, he beat Game Time in the round of 16.
Oh, he beat Massa, right?
He beat Drunken Boy. Semper?
Yeah, Semper beat
Yeah,
Massa.
yeah.
3-1.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Massa. Yep, it was TBT.
Ah.
And yeah, lost to Jon Snow, sadly, but yeah, Semper's killing it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, Giggle Bear hitting us up with that first donation of the day. Give me 1 second here to open up my fucking Streamlabs, since I didn't have that open, so I can actually read what he said. I had to turn off. I had to turn off the audio one because like it kept like interrupting us.
We've got a nice GIF for it.
Oh yeah, in control jacking it. I love that so much. Like for some reason I never remember that that's what it is, and it like makes me laugh every time. Damn. Okay,
missed
It's a really good one.
it's in control from like he's like doing like he's with like Too Good, and it was like from the Asus ROG like 2012, and he's like he was making a joke about how like Too Good likes to make jokes and then read the chat, and then
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
and you read the chat like this, ho ho, like just like jerking off, and so like that's
man,
the
that-
donation gif.
that entire tournament is one big.
Someone,
meme.
It's
someone make a,
dude, it's
someone make a
legendary.
donation so I can see it.
Someone make a donation so I can see it. So Giggle Bear says, "Let me help with that donation goal a bit. Much love, guys. Thanks for all the content." Thanks, Giggle Bear. We appreciate that, man. We appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
Okay, going back to where we were, which now I forget.
We were talking about Semper.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Semper.
right. That's right. Okay.
We were talking about Semper.
Yeah, and
Because
did he 3-0
Optimus.
Did he 3-0 Masa?
no, it was
3-1.
3-1.
3-1. Okay,
We're really
that's
close
still
games, though.
yeah, that's still a good score. So
Yeah.
Optimus, you versus Semper, who wins?
He. I played like a bit of games on NA against him, and he like destroyed me. So.
Oh man.
what about you versus Cuddle Bear?
I don't know. I haven't played him in a while. I played him like one game, I think, ever. Maybe no, I've played him a few times.
Didn't you play him last night?
No, I didn't play. I haven't played NA in like 5 days, I think.
Okay.
6 days even. Ooh, gotta play for those points.
That must have been a Smurf account.
Who was it then? Did he play a barcode or?
No, I thought he said he played you. He's like I just beat
No.
He's like I just beat Optimus.
I only play on my main on NA,
Okay.
unless he was playing on EU. If he was playing on EU, he might have beaten me.
He beat it was probably Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
No, there's like this one. Actually, I'm very curious now. We're going on expedition.
Expedition.
Did he play on his main, or do you not know that?
I have no idea. I was like in the rival Discord last night.
That makes it like almost impossible.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. If Prime was still around, would you ask to join them?
Just for a day, right? Like
Right?
even that.
Maybe.
Like,
Just join Prime for like an
The
hour.
memes.
even
Just
yeah,
like an hour,
even,
like,
even for like
just-
even just for like their April Fools, like we signed Optimus.
Just long enough to
For the
switch,
April Fools,
switch
yeah.
your Twitter handle to Optimus Prime, your
Don't
whatever,
we?
your fan page, your Twitch stream, anything that you own, switch it to Optimus Prime, even for joining Prime for like an hour, just so it'll work.
Yeah,
out,
sure.
you know?
If they were still around, sure. I don't think they would be like, "Who are you?" But yeah, sure. Yeah, that would work.
Oh, so sad, Prime.
It feels bad, man.
Feels good, man. All right, Zerg. So for Zerg players, for Yunko Ping, we have a Laser, Ayasanu, Jon Snow, Namshar, Nurchio, Scarlet, Sen, Serral, Tudming, Winter. That's a lot. A lot of Zergs.
Yeah.
Winter.
Dude,
Look
Remember,
at the open
guys,
bracket signups, even more Zergs.
Just
Right.
want to emphasize once more, it's not Winter StarCraft.
no, it's 1F Pro Winter. Felix.
It's one of pros.
It's not
The Swedish player,
Yeah.
Winter, who
The Swedish-
currently resides
the Swedish player who lives in Japan for uni.
and found a way to get the found a loophole in the WCS rules and
Well, I mean,
qualified to
it's
be-
not a loophole. I mean, he lives there. Like
yeah, it's not a loophole.
it's just like
but
Mas. It's just like
no,
Masa living in
joked
Canada.
we joked that it was a
NA is
loophole.
a
Remember?
lot harder than Japan.
We said it was
Well,
a loophole. Remember, we're like he purposely moved to Japan so
Yeah.
they could qualify through the SCA qualifiers.
Well, I mean that would be, I don't know, like that'd be pretty silly, like, right, like just to try to do that, like, I don't know, like it.
Sounds like
it,
a good gamble to me.
I mean, it's easier, but like, I mean, he moved
It's
there, you know.
He
for
wins
school.
WCS Jonkoping and then like gets on the stage and they're interviewing him and he's like, "Oh yeah, I actually did do that and it worked out. So who's laughing now?"
He's like, I don't regret it.
I don't regret. He's like holding his prize money check. He's like,
I regret
don't regret
nothing.
it." Yeah, hold trophy in one hand, prize money in the other.
Would
Like,
you say
it
no
worked.
regret?
Yeah, no
It
regret.
worked. I already emailed the dean after I won and said that I was dropping out.
All right. So for open bracket for Protoss, we got DNS, Fear, Hearthstone, Mana, Night End, Pili Pili, Drogo, Puck, Rail,
Shadow.
Shadowne. Is that what it is?
He's Shadow. Yeah.
Shadowne. Okay.
Just Shadow with an N.
Right.
Shadow.
Okay. Shadowne. Okay. Showtime and then Strange. So I think out of that list, the only name that really pops out to me is Night End, right? Like, because he hasn't like been playing like a lot. Like, I don't know, like that Romanian Protoss man, like he's not been very relevant for a while. Like, I don't know, like maybe he can do something. I will say that I always like when he when he was like at Home Story Cup, because like he would always have like good pants with Todd like on the couch and shit.
Yeah, he has a funny voice. Yeah.
Optimus just says it like, yeah, he's got a funny voice.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I play him, he's like, yeah, never mind. So I don't know.
Okay.
He's always like, remember to.
That was a good
Trying
imitation.
to figure out. I had to figure out like what he typed to me. Remember to, and like he typed to some other guy. I think it was Snooty. Like in 2 years, the game will not be there anymore. And so I had to put it together with like him messaging multiple people, what he meant with remember to. And he said, "You will find out." And I was so confused.
Wow.
But, we solved the riddle, I guess.
It's like a cryptic message, kind of.
Yeah,
Right?
we had to. I had to ask multiple people to even figure it out.
You'll remember.
Yeah, in 2 years we'll find out.
Oh
I guess.
shit. He's like coming for you, man.
It's like 2012 all over again with the movie and stuff, the Mayan calendar.
Oh
Just
god.
wait. Yeah.
That movie was awful.
Horrible. Hey man, the car chase was weird.
Yeah, I don't know what was worse, that movie or like the disasters in the movie or the movie itself. Like I don't know what was worse. I might pick to live in that world where that movie just never happens and we actually have natural disasters. All right, so Terran players, we got BC Cutie, Hero Marine, Inzane, Lily Kaneen, Masa, you, Time, and Euthermal. I don't know. No one really stands out in that, I guess.
Well, Euthermal and Time, I think, are the best. Then you have, I guess it's kind of hard. Like they're all pretty even, but
Yeah.
Euthermal is the better one. Then Hero Marine and
I heard that
Masa and
I
Time
heard
are
that
like the top
Optimus
four.
guy is pretty good, right?
No, he's not.
He's the best. Dutch
Yeah, I
Terran
heard he's the
player.
best Dutch Terran.
Yeah,
God damn it, guys.
I heard. I heard Euthermal might retire after this one because he just doesn't have that title anymore.
Yeah, I guess so.
Rip, don't say
That
that.
would be a shame.
Don't say that.
Now he might actually retire.
Don't say that.
No, I really don't want him to retire. It's too soon.
No,
Mark,
he
don't
won't.
retire. Don't.
He won't.
Please don't.
We'll get him to sing for relevancy. Don't worry.
Dude, yeah, Thermi, when you come on, you can definitely sing on stream. I'll let you sing.
Yeah, if you
Despacito,
yeah,
all
at the
you
very
want.
least, come on Dank Shrine.
All right, so then for Zerg players, even more Zerg players, right? We got Bly, Cham, Lambo, Revolver, Rainer, Snoot. Oh no, Rainer's not playing. He should actually be removed from that, right?
Yeah, he's not allowed to attend, right?
Yep, done. He's
So
too.
he's-
Yeah, he's too young. Even though he played last year. Okay,
What?
let's talk about this for a second. Even if you're really young,
Oh,
right?
boy.
I'm not gonna get into it too deep, but even if you're really young, right? Why can't your parent just attend the event with you then?
I think they just want to avoid all the hassle of having the legal stuff. They don't want to have like the written permission and like.
No. Like just
Might be-
just say that there's no written permission. Like your parent, just say like your parent must attend.
Okay, but what if
But
Rainer's
then
parents are
On
busy?
paper, they could like hire some guy to pretend to be their
Well,
parent.
whatever. Then he still has like an adult like there for him. Like whatever. Like I think
yeah,
that's
but what
fine.
if he just paid some guy?
I still,
random guy,
dude.
"Hey, can you-"
I still think that's
yeah,
fine.
I agree, but I'm just looking at it from like the logical side, I guess, as far as there is one.
I don't know, like in the U.S., like kids go on field trips, right? Like to go like places with the school, and like all the parent needs to do is just sign a fucking slip of paper, just
Yeah,
releasing
I mean,
like any liability, and then like okay, here you go. Like
I
that's
think it's a
it.
dumb rule, but I can see why they want to put a rule like that. I don't know. I disagree with
but,
the rule, though.
but like, they're still being supervised by like a school. There's like a teacher there, and
Right.
adults in charge of those kids.
Yeah, exactly. So
No one's gonna be in charge of Rainer.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like if he just has like his parent or an adult like attend with him, then they release all liability. Like okay, like you're responsible for him.
Well-
Like anything happens, it's fucking on you, bud. Like okay, cool. Like thanks.
I guess.
Like that's
Yeah,
how
but
it should
You can
be.
already see the newspapers, like
I guess.
gaming convention.
Like what? Like
I can
13
already see that.
15-year-old wins competition, like youngest player ever, congrats, or like youngest player like abducted. Like, do you think
That's
like
what I was gonna talk about. Like, it's probably like gonna be like a kidnapping headline.
no one's getting.
You don't know the media, man. They can twist however they want.
No, I'm just
As
saying
long
like,
as
but
it's
no
the
one.
clickbait.
I'm just saying like, no one's gonna get kidnapped. Like, calm down.
No, of course. I mean, I
You
think
don't
everyone
know.
would like.
You're not
upgrade-
Rainer's chaperone. You don't know. You don't know how adventurous that guy
It's
is.
just like the WCS rules, and yeah, like
But what happened last year? Because he did play last year. It was an oversight?
But that was because it was DreamHack, and not
Those-
WCS.
You heard about those Korean?
It was a non-sanctioned WCS DreamHack. Okay.
Yeah, because it was DreamHack Valencia or like.
But
Junkerveen
but it was not
WCS.
DS. Yeah, okay. Still retarded.
That's probably why. Yeah, I guess Clem, a teammate of me, he's also like young.
Yeah,
I guess
he's like
also not allowed
14.
to.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I think he's 16.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could be wrong, I guess. Maybe he was 14 when he like became a pro or something.
Oh no, he's 15.
Okay.
I mean, what? Okay, so all right, the adult that is in charge of Rainer, they're gonna have to take full responsibility if something happens to Rainer. What if he gets like seduced by some hot girl and gets taken away?
Well, then it was
Right.
up to the adult not to let that happen. He should have cock-blocked.
You heard about those Korean match fixing, like those guys who they hire girls to go to the pro gamers, right? You heard about that, right?
No.
No.
Explain.
Uh-oh.
Basically,
They hire escorts to seduce players?
yeah. Basically, how match fixing works in Korea is you either contact the players through ladder or you like show up in person when they're playing for like GSL or SSL. And like you walk up to them after the game ends or before basically like whenever they're free or alone.
Yeah.
You walk up to them, post match fixing. Well, the players, obviously they all walk away from that. But what these guys do, what they've been doing is they like hire pretty girls
Mm-hmm.
to walk up to the pro gamers to talk to them
Yeah.
and then kind of lead them away so that they can,
Seclude them and then
suggest-
corner them and then
suggest
say,
match fixing.
listen here, life. I need you to throw this game and I'm going to give you
Why?
Here we
Why
go,
did you have to
then.
do that?
$30,000.
Why?
We were just moving on. And
Oh boy, now we're stuck on this topic.
No, we won't talk about it. Except for, guys, I promise when Seeker goes to Korea, he's going to get the life interview. He's going to track life down. So,
oh God, do I have to?
He's playing ladder now again, isn't
This
he?
may not
yeah.
be. Yeah. The thread on Team Liquid surfaced again.
Okay, like here's all I'm gonna say about it is like I don't like think he should be allowed to play WCS events anymore. Like I think he should be banned from it. But because the thing is like you'll never be able to know like whether or not he is like did he lose that game on purpose or did he not? Like you'd never be able to know. So like that's like the reason right there. But I would like to interview him to figure out like what actually did happen, man. Like what went through your mind, like like. Was it gambling debt? Like we don't know what the problem was because people are like, well, he had a gambling addiction and like he might have been like owed like a lot of money and shit, and like this was the way to get out. It's like yeah, maybe like I get it, but like I don't know. I think we should find out the truth like from him. Like why? Like what and why and how did it actually happen?
All right, let's say through.
I think we're at the point where we should.
Let's say through some miracle I do track down Mike. I still need his consent. He needs to agree to do the interview, and he needs to agree to explain what happened.
Just like I'm gonna get you like some really big like spy glasses that are like he clearly has a camera in it, and you can just start talking to him about it. It'll be fine.
I do have two ways to get to him. First, I'll either hire a pretty girl to earn him the money, or
he's like shit.
I'll invite him out to drinks and make sure he gets drunk because when you're drunk, your inhibitions are lower and you're willing to talk about things.
Seeker, you know a lot about getting people drunk. I'm afraid right now.
I think we should.
That's the first time I've ever mentioned.
All right, well let's
just like kick him out of the call.
Get out of here, Seeker. Get out of here. All right, let's move on. Let's
bring myself back in.
Let's move on.
I'll start my own show. I'll call it Shrines of Dankness.
The dankest shrine.
The dankest shrine.
Dankest shrine.
Damn it. He one-upped me. Fuck. All right.
One-upping you is like Danker Shrine would be one-upping.
Danker
Shrine is you can't beat that.
Dude, I'll just become dank.
You could go all caps and just call it the dankest shrine.
Dude, I'll just go in infinity dank.
Infinity dank?
Yeah, dude. Like,
but dankest is already.
But what if you would go for dankfinity?
Infinite dankness.
Infinite dankness.
That's how cool we are. So cool.
Infinite dankness.
All right.
That's our second show.
Let's get back on point here. So, of the players that are attending Yankoping, if you're looking at the bracket. I think there's a lot of opportunity to get far in this bracket, right? Like, there's a lot of like people that I definitely can see you beating. What do you think?
I think there's a lot of people like evenly matched. I think this is one of the scariest tournaments
Mm-hmm.
because you're never guaranteed, even with WCS points and good seeding, to make it, right? Because you could get group stage 2, for example, with Lambo, Cham,
Yeah.
and Uthermal if you're really unlucky, right?
Yeah.
That might not happen, but it could happen, right?
Sure.
There's like bound to be 2 or 3 good people not making it to money based on seeding, right? Because there's just so many good people.
Mm-hmm.
While at Austin there were like a lot of good people, but there were less amazing people, right? And here everyone is kind of
Well, at
evenly
Austin, we
matched.
also had like random like diamond players playing and like low masters. Like we had like, and like the seating there was done retarded because like some groups had like 1 challenger, 1 premier, and like 2 diamonds, and then other groups had like 4 premier. It's like this does not make sense.
And then there was a group with like 3 diamonds and me and Kalizer in one and 2 masters. That was so weird, man. Yeah, that was really weird.
Easy money.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I don't know. Like, out of if you're looking at here, like, what's your ideal like group?
I don't know. I personally don't want to play against like a good Zerg and a scary Terran player and a cheesy Protoss, right? Because every match is the different mentality. I don't know.
So you're scared
I
of
would
like everyone.
prefer, No, I mean like a group with a good macro Zerg and a good Terran and a cheesy Protoss. That would be the worst because you have to change your mentality every game.
Okay.
But if you get like 2 macro Zergs and a Protoss, you can like freestyle a bit.
Okay.
Hmm.
So if you got to pick your group though, like let's say like for some
I
reason
don't know,
they're
man.
like
I'm not gonna do that because then if I
Optimus.
get the group and I lose.
you get to pick your group.
No, I think I would prefer like 2 Zergs and a Protoss maybe, or like 2 Protoss and a Zerg.
Okay.
I don't know.
So what
I
two
would definitely
Wow,
not-
what two- Terrans.
what 2 Protoss would you pick? Excuse me. What 2 Protoss would you pick then?
Neeb, obviously. Who's the other one?
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Neeb.
And well, no. I don't know. It's pretty hard. I would say like there are some weaker Protoss. Like for example, Night End is obviously not at the same level as Showtime, right?
Right.
So you would prefer the weaker ones. I'm not gonna call anyone out. I'm gonna dodge this question.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bait him out.
No.
You called out Nightin.
Well,
Dude, he's gonna show you in 2 years. He's gonna show you what he means.
All right, make a group of death.
a group of death. Oof.
Make a group of death. Yeah.
Showtime, Uthermal.
Okay.
Neeb. And
No, like group stage 2, right? Or are
Okay.
we doing group stage 3? Because this is like guaranteed to be group stage 2. Almost.
okay,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Showtime, Uthermal,
Mm-hmm.
Chum, and sort of maybe. That would be like a massive group of death. I don't even think that can happen.
Make a group stage 3 group of death.
Whew.
And let's hope it happens.
Neat.
Make a group of death, and then we'll say it
This-
just we called it here on Dink Shrine.
This one could happen actually. Neep and Kalizer,
Yeah.
along with, like for example, if Uthermal would get second out of his group, for example, that it could happen. I don't think so, but it could. He could join them,
Mhm.
and then you could have a first place from the open bracket. So that could be somebody like Showtime. He could probably get first place in the second group stage. So that would be a massive group of death.
Yeah.
Neeb, Kalizer, Uthermal, and Showtime.
Yeah, that could
Hey.
happen.
Oh.
No Zergs.
Oof.
Get ready for those TVPs and TVTs and
Yeah.
PvPs.
All the Zergs are in the bottom bracket. They're
Yeah.
guaranteed to make it to the
That's
final.
the thing though. You know, everyone's training super hard against Zerg. Like everyone's playing right now super hard against Zerg because like that's who I have to worry about the most.
Hmm.
So it kind of makes sense. All right, Vince, what do you think? Where are you expecting to finish? Are you going for top 16? Like what's
I think this one is really difficult. My first goal would be top 32, right? Advancing from group stage 2. Because
Okay.
depending on your group, it could either be pretty easy or like insanely difficult. So from there on, yeah, top 16 would be sick. Top 8, I don't think I could do it.
Well, what was your?
Don't
what
sell
was
yourself
your-
short. You are the best Dutch
Maybe-
Terran.
Well,
3 Rex Reaper your way into it, man. Like just go for it.
3 Rex Reaper. 9 times you just go 3 Rex Reaper. Just shoot.
The whole tournament he doesn't do any other builds, and it's like, well, he won't do it again.
Yeah.
Just keeps doing it.
3 Rex Reaper goes all the way to the grand finals. and then his
Seeker,
finals
Seeker.
is like,
We're,
"All right, I know
we're
what
giving
you
away
do.
his
I know
strategy.
what you
Stop.
do." What was your goal for WCS Austin?
Well, it was it was top 32 because I didn't expect a lot going to NA, like being jet lagged, and
Okay.
like some people because I had no WCS points, so I had no seeding, right?
Yeah.
And I got in group stage 1 with Calazur, and I kind of expected to finish second in that group because if you play against the Korean Terran as a European Terran, you like get stomped because the Korean Terrans are much better, and because Calazur was in Korea for a while, he was basically a Korean Terran, right?
Yeah.
Or well, like he played like
Yeah,
one.
no, like he
So
was.
It
like,
wasn't even
yeah.
close. Like
Diego's gotten so much better because he used to just be known for like just really aggressive, like only playing like really aggressive, like cheese, like almost cheesy builds, and now like he really worked on his macro and stuff. Like he's like a really scary player right now. Like I think he's definitely one of the best foreigners. Like
yeah, I would think so.
Like between I would actually like to see maybe like a best of 7 between like him and Major to see who the best
I think they're really close.
like the best like foreign Terran player is.
Didn't we just go over this? That them playing TVT against each other doesn't.
Okay,
anything.
but okay. Well, again, fine. Do the same thing we were gonna do with Optimus and
okay,
and Uthermal.
same thing. All right,
But still, like I want to see it. Like they're just like I don't know.
See it? Okay.
Diego's
Major and Calazur.
I think
Okay.
Diego's a
Calazur
god.
has a slight advantage. Like
Yeah.
a very slight advantage, but I don't know. They're really they're both insanely good. So.
Well, okay. I mean, for WCS Austin, you got all the way to Group Stage 3. I mean, unfortunately, you got knocked out from the first from your group, but you did make it all the way to Group Stage 3, and I think you're saying that was your goal, right? You're like,
Yeah, my initial goal. Yeah, I would say.
yeah, I'm gonna be jet lagged, not placing myself too high here,
Yeah.
not hoping for too much. But the next one's in Europe. And there's no jet lag here. You're gonna be in tip-top condition. So set your sights high. Set your goals high.
I think it depends on the seeding a lot, right? It just depends on the bracket. I could be like expecting to get top 16, and then I get in group stage 2 with 3 really good people. So I don't know. It just depends.
All
like, but hopefully top 16, of course.
Okay. All right, top 16. So WCS Jonkoping, we're gonna watch you. Toast him. We're gonna watch you. And if you don't make it to top 16, we're gonna bring it back on Dankster and be like, dude, what happened?
Yeah,
You said you were gonna
bring him back
make it.
to berate him. Like that's how we get return guests, man. Like make him feel bad. The guys made fun of me. Fuck them. I'm never coming back on that shit. Good idea, Seeker. Good job.
No,
I don't know. I think
we make them promise before they leave.
Promise me you'll come back.
Promise
Promise.
me you'll come back, and if you lose.
Yeah. Speaking of promises, since Innovation 1, have you heard from him yet?
What's up?
Have you heard from Innovation yet?
He hasn't responded to me on Skype yet. If he doesn't respond to me by tomorrow, I'm gonna ask Sue to message him for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I think Innovation, either he wasn't on Skype or he saw my message but didn't want to say that he would come on Dankster in case he lost. But
dude, if he was gonna get super tilted again, then forget about it, and show up a half hour late, or an hour.
I'm sure he'll.
Or an hour.
Sure
I think it was.
I
think he was an hour late. I don't even think it was a half hour. I think he was over an hour.
He was an hour late. You are right. He was an hour late. So that particular episode of Dang Shrine on the Twitch stream was 3 hours.
Yeah, that was one of our longest shows. Anyway, let's get back to Vince. I don't want to talk about Koreans right now. I want to talk about Europeans.
Whoa, that's.
Vincent is good enough to be a Korean.
Yeah, 안녕하세요.
See,
that was perfect.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
See,
now you just need to nod and go, nah.
See, his name is Vincent Optimus Kim.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk. So we talked about Jonkoping. We kind of know what to expect. Mm-hmm. Now, we don't know for sure that you're going to go to Valencia, right? But you definitely want to go.
I hope so. But it depends on if I get sent or
right.
not.
And we don't know. And again, it's kind of early right now, so we don't know a lot of the attendees yet. But we do have a couple. We do know that Haas will be playing and Nice will be playing, as well as Masa, Laser, Nerchio, Cyril, TLO, and Scarlet. So pretty good players have qualified already. Like I don't know a whole lot about Nice. But I know Haas obviously is like scary just because he can just play super goofy.
Yeah, I guess Nice is kind of he plays pretty similar to Haas.
Oh, really?
From what I believe, we played them in Nation Wars, and they played pretty similar. It's kind of like me and Uthermal. He's a mini Haas.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, Euthermal is a mini Optimus.
No, other way around.
Okay. Yeah, Masa obviously we know qualify, and then again all the Zergs again, like from the EU bracket, Laser, Inertio, Cyril, TLO, Scarlet, like all are super scary. Like I don't know if I'm giving the edge to one person in that bracket, it's probably Cyril, just because like he has been just like on fire.
Yeah, I guess that's fair to say. Yeah, I mean he qualifies for everything. So
Yeah, I mean like if I'm just saying like if I have to pick one like out of these people already, like I guess like he's who I'm gonna pick because no one would want to play him. Like that he
I
like
think
if,
him. Yeah,
like if you're in the bracket, you're like, well, I want to avoid Cyril. Like if I can, like that's who I want to avoid.
I would prefer to avoid all the Zergs if possible.
Well,
yeah,
unfortunately, we can't. That would be the dream, though.
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, so quite a few players. Like hopefully you'll go. You know, it'd be nice to see you out there as well, especially if you do well in Jönköping. I would love to see you at Valencia, and then maybe even Montreal. I mean, obviously we haven't had those qualifiers yet, but dude, we're going, guys. Like I need your help to get the money to go for that plane ticket, but that's the dream. Like that's where we're gonna go for like the last event for the year, and that's gonna be a big tournament. Like I know like that's pretty much like it's everyone's last chance, and I know like almost everyone is like going to attend. So like it's gonna be huge. So it's gonna be like super fun. What did you say?
No, I was thinking like last year it was pretty big, right?
Yeah,
in Montreal.
Well, it like I feel like the last one of the season is always really big because it's like last chance mode, right? Like everyone's like, oh fuck, like
yeah.
If you're close for points, like you got to go because you know you could still get in like through points, or if you win, obviously like you automatically get in. So like there's a lot like riding on it.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
So, let's hop into our Discord questions.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
What do you mean? This is the fun part.
I read some of them already. That's why.
This is the fun part.
Dude,
this is the part where you shouldn't say uh-oh.
We even had
this is the part where you say bring it on.
We had some lewd ones that I had to delete. Okay, so Ray wants to know, what would you buy if money wasn't an issue? So, like, let's just say one thing. If you could buy one thing, money was no issue, what would it be? And why?
A private jet.
What?
A private jet?
Vince, that's got to be, like, the worst choice I've ever heard. Who's going to fly it?
I don't know, just some random guy.
How are you going to pay for him to hire? Like, how are you going to pay for him to fly it?
Well, it would still be cheaper than going to the airport and taking a flight to Jönköping, right?
These private jets are just so you could get to the WCS events.
Yeah. If they like,
to be fair, that would be pretty dope. Like going through like the other security, like when you own your own like plane, like going through that security, like just like, all right, like just they wave you through, wand you, all right, you're done. He just hops on his private jet.
No airport security either. Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Yeah, like you still got to go through
connection flights.
You still got to go through customs, but yeah, it's just like all right, just pass through. Like bam, done. You're like always first. Like how the fuck did you get here so fast? Like oh, my plane was just really fast.
Yeah,
I got on a good flight.
I got a good connection flight.
Dude, everyone would be begging you for rides. They'd be like, "Can I get a ride?" Actually, no, dude. That's how Vince pays for the pilot, right? He's like, "Yeah, you can ride with me. It's $100," and then like he just uses that to pay the pilot. Perfect.
What about the stowaway people? Those people who like ride
stowaway,
or
how
on the wheels.
Yeah, Euthermal's running down the tarmac, trying to jump on the wheel. Like I couldn't get a flight. Let me on.
No, you're paying, son.
He does like this. Yeah, he does like this. Like
that's how we. That's how we. I thought of everything already. That's how we pay for the pilot. We just get people.
Just charge people. There you go. Okay, I like that answer. Then you mind game me. That's a good answer.
We find out later on down the line, this like European pro gamer is actually like has a pilot license.
Someone's just flying you.
And and he becomes Optimus's personal like pilot, first private jet.
All right. Volts wants to know: is it true you go 8 Rax Reaper? Did you create that build yourself, or did you copy it from someone?
It kind of started as a meme. I think me and Euthermal were like trying 2 Rax Reaper. Then I kind of accidentally went 5 Rax Reaper or something. I don't know. I think he started it with like, I'm just gonna go 8 Rax Reaper on Halloween.
What if I just go 8 Rax?
Because it was like you can go 3 Rax and then you can build a CC, get 2 more. But what if you just make 8 barracks, right? That's kind of how it started.
But
And
what if I-
from time to time, it's pretty good.
There's no reactors on these, right? It's just straight up
just
8 racks
just
cheaper?
Yep, I did it against E-Laser in the Thing Open, I think. Yeah, it was E-Laser.
Does it work?
I won with it.
Seeker's like, I'm gonna write this down. He's like, I'm gonna do some.
Alright.
I'm gonna do this in
Yeah,
CTL.
It works.
But I think 5 Rex is better. Yeah, I think 5 Rex is definitely better.
But 8 racks is better for BM
Racks cheaper.
because you're like, yeah, I built 8 racks. What's
There's
up?
like, yeah, I used it against in WCS EU actually 5 Rex. It's like pretty good compared to.
I don't understand. How do you not die to Muta?
You just how can they get Muta?
yeah, dude, you keep harassing them. You don't ever
you're like-
stop.
You literally just keep making Reapers, keep throwing grenades. They can never get to Mutas.
Dude, they gotta
Never.
build queens and spines and shit. Like, there's never
Or-
enough. Like
Like actually, the worst case scenario, they get a third up with some Ravagers. Like, it's really good. And you transition behind it like 3cc.
So they just can't afford Muta. They can never
yeah,
go.
basically, you starve them.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Let's see. PV Pizza wants to know.
PV Pizza.
That's a good name. I like that. PV Pizza.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a good name. Yeah.
What's the origin of your ID? So where does Optimus come from?
I don't know. I think I just made it up one day when I wasn't sure what ID I wanted to take. That was like way back in Wings of Liberty.
You're like,
I
I
kind
like,
of changed my ID every season, and eventually I just kind of typed something that was. I don't know actually. I can't remember. Honestly.
you're not just like a Michael Bay fan. Like we're
No,
like
I haven't. Spoiler alert! I've never watched the movies.
never seen Transformers in his life, boys.
Never seen
Yeah.
Never seen the movies. Wow.
Never.
Fun
With
fact.
a name like Optimus, that is not an acceptable answer.
Thermi says, fun fact,
least
his mom
watch
calls him
one.
Optimus.
Yeah, that.
At
happened
least
once.
watch one.
That happened once.
Yeah. Or
Either
maybe
watch one of the movies or change your name to something non-Transformers related.
I was thinking about changing name like at some point, but I couldn't pick anything, so I kind of just stuck with it. And,
You can
well,
call yourself BDT.
No,
I could
dude.
call myself PV Pizza.
PV Pizza.
Like capitalize
I'll
PV.
call
PV Pizza. He's like, I'm about to steal that name, boy. Like, that's a good name.
That's how I can answer his next question. What's the origin of your ID?
I'm stealing your name.
Oh, so you're ready.
I like yours better. I'm gonna steal that. Okay. PV Pizza's second question is, what led you to play your main race? So how did you choose Terran?
Well, in Wings of Liberty, I even beginning of Heart of the Swarm, I kind of switched races a lot, but eventually I just kind of stuck with Terran. I don't know. I race switched like every month, and eventually I just stuck with Terran because I kind of like the gameplay, even though I was Masters or something.
That makes sense.
I don't know. I just kind of stuck with it.
Why was your nickname Aladdin?
Aladdin. That's a long story.
We got time.
No.
Is it a good story or is it a boring story?
Yeah, well, it's a funny story, but I don't think it's funny if I tell it. But basically,
But it's not funny if I tell it.
It was Benelux lands. We shared a room, me and Euthermal, and for some reason, instead of rolling over, I kind of threw the blanket all over the place instead of rolling over like a normal person. So he woke up in the middle of the night and he kind of made a meme that I was flying through the room,
Oh, okay.
flying on the carpet or whatever. I don't know.
Imagine you're taking out a magic carpet ride.
I don't know. It would be more fun if he tells the story. But,
All right.
That's kind of the meme behind it.
All right, we'll have Mark tell that story when he comes on eventually.
At some point, we'll force him to. I'll just leak his address for you.
And then he'll sing for us. That'll be our greatest interview. It'll just be a bunch of stories and then just him singing.
Yeah, I was flying at least a meter above the ground. We're like, how much feet is that for you, non-human beings?
All right, let's see. What else do we got? All right, PvP's last question is what's your favorite keyboard and mouse?
Keyboard doesn't really matter to me,
Mhm.
as long as it's like a 10 keyless with any switches, kind of will do.
Okay,
Right now I'm using red.
So you like the 10 keyless?
Yeah, I think it's almost a must-have for me at this point. I've gotten so used to the layout and
The
with
portability.
my mouse position. Yeah, that as well.
Mm.
And
That-
with the way you can have your mouse closer by.
Yeah.
But mouse, I don't know. I cannot really get used to new mice
What do you use
I
right
used
now?
the G9X. I used the G9X for 2 years. Then I swapped to the G100S, and now I'm using like Logitech G Pro, but it's
Okay.
already discontinued again. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna need to think of like a replacement already.
Dude, consider getting the Corsair Harpoon. It's like their cheaper one, but I absolutely love it. Like, it's just got like a great feel, and it has like like you know like a lot of mouses like don't have any like they're just smooth, right? Like this one has
Yeah.
like grip. So like my hand feels like very like I don't know. Like not that like my hand like slips off my mouse, but like there's something about it just like having like texture that it feels good. It feels like it's like really like comfortable like in your hand. Plus they're cheap.
Yeah, the problem for me is like it's pretty weird, but I really need like satisfying mouse clicks, right? I don't care the shape of the mouse too much or like if it's ergonomic or whatever. But the clicks need to be really satisfying. Otherwise, I just cannot get used to it.
Thermal says Razer has some pretty great stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. What a coincidence, isn't it?
The Black Widow TE Chroma is the best. I actually used an old
Hey,
at work.
Who would have thought you thermal would like Razer products?
Yeah, I know,
That's
right?
crazy.
What a
I would
coincidence.
never have expected.
I used to
that.
use a Death Adder. It's actually my work mouse now. I brought it to work because like I got a new
You
mouse.
brought a gaming mouse to work.
Yeah, dude, I have my old gaming keyboard at work too because like when I like started at that job, they had like the shittiest like old like keyboard and mouse, and I was like, no, like fuck this, like I've got extra stuff at home, so like I use my old Death Adder, and I've got like a TT Esport Challenger, and people are like, why is your keyboard red? Because I work with a bunch of old people. I'm like, it's fine, like it's just I just like it's so you can see it in the dark, and they're like, oh, and they're like, well, we don't turn off the lights here. It's like, okay, like just let's stop talking about this because you're old and you're not gonna get
Actually, I used to work I had a part-time job at like this like typing place, and like people hated the setup they had there, so they would unplug everything and bring their own personal mouses and keyboards, and everyone used mechanical keyboard over there, so it was so loud.
it. Yeah.
It was just so loud and obnoxious. Of course, I didn't help because I brought my mechanical keyboard too.
Right. Apparently, the Taipei is the perfect mouse, guys. And if you want to split like Thermi, that's what you need. Get it at the Razer store now.
I'm sure you do.
Shout out to our future sponsor, Razer. So Thermi put in a good
Yeah,
word for us.
There's an Easter egg on the
Let's
Razer
get
side.
Razer.
Give it a lot of clicks. You know.
Let's get Razer as a sponsor.
Test it out.
Actually, I use Razer Death Adder Chroma.
It's a good mouse.
I need
a good mouse.
I don't know. I have big hands, so I need a big mouse. You know.
Do you have big hands? That's weird. Because
Optimus, you have big hands.
well, Vince is like a big guy.
I guess
like,
I'm
Vince,
a giant. So.
Yeah, Vince, how tall are you? Like 6'5", right? Like you're pretty fucking tall.
I'm 1.92 m. I don't know what that is in like 6.
1.92 m.
That seems pretty
Yeah.
big too. Like I think
What
you're.
the heck is 1.92 m?
I think you're
Yeah.
like. I think you're like 6.
Hang on.
You're at least
hang on.
6'3".
1 meter.
So I don't. I'm not gonna math.
All right.
I'm not gonna math on stream. I'm smart.
All right. 6'3.5".
Oh, I called that perfectly. I was like, you're at least 6'3". Damn.
All right, that works. I am.
Americans, what face? Yeah.
I'm 5'11".
I'm 6'1", 6'1.5". Yeah.
Yeah, you're both taller than I am. I'm short. Oh well.
Yeah, I have big hands. Okay. I've
Dude,
always had big hands.
isn't that a meme? Like Vince, like meeting people like at LANs and stuff and realizing like, oh, you're like way taller or shorter than I thought you were.
Yeah. That's like, I guess that's kind of the first time I went to LANs. Like, dude, you're not how I imagined you.
Right. Like I've never seen the two that really surprised me was Nathanius. I've never seen Nate in person, and I had no idea that he's like legit a midget. He's like
Yeah.
he's like 5'5". Like he is super short.
Yeah, he's really short.
And same with
But I've, yeah.
same with Bales. I didn't know Bales was that short.
You'll get used to it, like, eventually at some point.
Yeah.
So it's like, meh. Again, someone who's completely different than how I imagined.
Well, yeah.
them.
I mean, you see him on stream, but it's like the camera angle. It's like, well, I just assumed you were. You know, like
Yeah.
you just look tall on stream, which is like how does that even happen? It's like I don't know, like you just look like you'd be tall. Like I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's like a trip though. Kaboosh wants to know: do you have any plans to go to Korea?
Maybe. Kind of depends what I'm gonna do this year. I'm not sure if I want to stay full time for one more year.
Dude,
I'm
if you win a premiere though, it's got to happen.
I'm kind of figuring it out with like the results on Junko Ping. Based on that, I'll make a final decision. If I do, I'll look into it, but I don't know how much more profitable it is right now compared to staying in Europe. So I'll see, but it might be an opportunity.
So what is your plan like for next year then? Like,
well,
are
I'm
you
either gonna continue studying again, or I'm gonna stay full time for 1 more year.
okay?
Depending on like.
But if you go back to school, you'll still play. It just won't be as like serious.
Well, I will still play, but probably not competitive, or like a little bit, but.
Or like
I
maybe
wouldn't-
like probably won't go to like the faraway lands, but maybe still go to like Valencia.
Yeah,
or,
like maybe Valencia or maybe Junko Ping, for example.
that way we can still see it. That'd be nice. That way you're not gone. You know, you're just like I'm still here. I'm just doing some other stuff.
No, I wouldn't completely stop, but I would take a step back. But I think I'm leaning more towards staying for 1 more year.
Yeah. What would you want to go for to study for? Because have you gone to uni at all?
Well, it's kind of different here. I already finished an IT. I've already got a degree for like,
Okay.
IT management, but you can continue your study like at a higher degree if you will.
Sure.
So I would continue that for 4 more years.
Oh, okay.
I want to still do that at some point.
Cool.
So I've already got that planned out. I just want to know when I want to do that.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
My cat is being like really annoying.
I know I can hear it. Pick it up. Pick it up. Show it on stream. Is it a boy or
No,
girl?
he doesn't like getting picked up. He's really
Aw.
old, like 15 years old already.
Sad. Dude, we just got a new cat. My wife's a vet tech, and this old lady brought her cat in, and she was gonna get it put down because it was playing with like her air tubes like in her face, and like I know, and it's really sad. And she's like, well, I'm not gonna like let this cat be put down, right? Because like it's trying to play. Like that's like the saddest thing I've ever heard. So like the old lady brings it in and like to surrender it, and this cat, what she didn't mention is this cat is 22 pounds. It is fucking huge. So now we have this 22-pound cat that lives in my spare bedroom. And it's like old too. It's like 14. And she's got like this old ass raspy meow like meow. And she's just like super fat. Like she's like perfectly round. Like it's ridiculous.
That's. Yeah.
Hey, go take her outside and exercise.
Take her outside. Dude, cats don't like going outside.
Hey.
What's your cat's name?
Sam.
What is it?
Sam?
Sam. Yeah, well, we pronounce it differently in Dutch, so it's like a male name, but Sam kind of.
Sam.
Yeah, I guess.
Sam.
It's like
Sam.
Yeah, Sam.
Sam.
That's how we call it in Dutch.
Okay.
It's just a typical Dutch name.
Yeah.
But he's being a bit whiny now because he's locked up in my room.
He needs attention.
Yeah, he just wants to go out. But
Toast, bring your cat, and then Vincent brings his cat. And
No.
they'll
he
just
doesn't
meow
like getting picked up.
each other.
Dude, I have 3 cats. I've got 3 cats, 1 dog, and a tortoise. Like that's the fun thing.
And a tortoise?
Yep.
We have
What
3
was-
cats and a doge.
What is the purpose of the tortoise?
He just walks around and eats lettuce. Like he doesn't do
What
anything.
is the purpose of the tortoise? I don't get it.
It's like owning, like honestly, it's like owning a miniature dinosaur. Like if you look at him and shit, like he doesn't do anything, but it's just like I don't know. He's kind of cool.
What does a tortoise do?
I don't
The tortoise
know.
doesn't do anything.
He's like a piece of art. You just look at it. I don't know.
All right, now I really want to go to Minnesota just so I can see this tortoise.
I don't know. He just chills. He's really crabby. Like he's like a cat. Like
Yeah,
he
of
just,
course they chill.
he did no. Like he just hisses though. He like doesn't like to be picked up or anything. Like he just gets mad.
Doesn't like to be petted.
No, you can't pet
Doesn't
it.
like to be played with.
No, you can't play with it. Like no,
If you take a tortoise and you put them on their shell,
no, they
Can
can't. No, they can't.
they can't. Okay.
No, he would die.
Yeah, they cannot because they cannot flip around. Right?
Yeah, no, he would be fucked, dude. I would never do that to him. That'd be really mean. All right,
That's
Like one
bullying
day when he's
animals.
like
Yeah.
being very bad, and you just want.
we're gonna end up on
all
like some news article.
Time
between
out.
oh
live
yeah,
streams
like
about
abuses
animals.
like animals. No,
Like-
I do the opposite. I save
I don't know.
animals. No, dude.
Just flip him over for like
No,
10 minutes.
He's not
So
bad
let's-
because he doesn't do anything. Like he can never be
That's
bad.
what they are. They just don't do it. Like
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, and they don't do anything. Why do you have a tortoise?
We
Do you
just
have, like,
we just do.
How did I assume you don't have him just run around the house, right? He's like in his own.
No, dude.
It's not an aquarium, but
No,
like,
dude. He's huge. He has to run around the house.
Really? Is it like a? Because what I imagine a tortoise is like.
Is there a story here? How did you get a tortoise?
No, we just bought it. Like he didn't start out that big, but it's a big tortoise. Like it's like when you go to the zoo and you see the tortoise at the zoo.
No.
Yeah, like you could like our cat sits on his shell.
I'm gonna send you a Google image.
Okay.
Or a guy as well, I guess.
I want to see
Send
this.
send on the
I wanna
send
see
it to
this
the
cat
send it to the
on
Discord.
tortoise shell.
Send it
Yeah,
to the Discord.
I'm genuinely curious.
I want
if
to
he
see
looks like
this.
that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Legit?
Yeah.
You cannot flip him around. That thing weighs like 300 kilos.
Yeah,
if not
exactly.
more.
Like you, and also he doesn't do anything. So why would I do that? He like sometimes.
You have that.
I
kind of-
expected
Yeah,
it to
dude.
be like a mini tortoise.
No.
Like, he's just
Here.
running around in his aquarium. Like,
No, dude. Like here, I'll post it in the chat for anyone who's curious.
Where the hell do you live? Do you live in like this giant house?
No, I live in a normal size house. Like we let him out into the
You live
backyard.
like tortoise.
Here,
he just stays there. He doesn't wander off. Like,
where's we have a fence. He can't go anywhere. He chills.
I'm sure he could break down the
What a
fence if he.
tortoise.
Really
You break down the fence.
I mean, have you seen that shell? Like,
Yeah,
Why in
dude,
God's
they're not
okay, why
they're
in
not
God's
powerful.
name-
well, if you, I guess.
Toast,
He just
why
crawls
in God's
around.
name why in God's name did it take 44 episodes for us to find out you have a tortoise?
No one ever asked.
Well, now we did.
Yeah, dude.
You didn't think that was conversation material?
He goes outside and eats grass. Like I don't know. Like what do you want? Like he
You
doesn't
just said
he
that.
doesn't do anything.
Oh my god.
His name's Shelly.
Shit.
No, I'm kidding. It's actually Paco.
That was more fun, of course.
His name is Optimus, and Optimus's name is PV Pizza.
PV Pizza. Yeah, we take your old name.
We went full circle.
All right, back to interview questions instead of tortoise questions. Foxer wants to know why do you game sound so loud when you stream? That's yeah, Foxer, good English here. Why do you game
I know
sounds
exactly what-
so
why do your
loud
games-
when you stream? I'm assuming he's
I
like,
know
why
what he
are your
means.
game sounds so loud when you stream?
Yeah,
Why do your games sound so loud?
I was streaming yesterday, right? And like my audio settings were not very good, so I had to adjust it, and it should be fixed now.
They were not.
Hopefully.
They were not optimal. One could
Yeah.
say.
I guess you could say that.
Good
Yeah,
one.
no, but it should be fixed.
Okay,
It should be optimal.
dude, Foxer, way to like make fun of this guy. Come on, be nice. Okay,
Or just me, Amy.
I won't ask all of Melty's since he always asks like 30. What's your favorite unit?
Marine, much utility.
Marine.
Good to macro.
Much
Good to
utility.
micro. Yeah, like if you, in the hands of like a bronze, he wouldn't do much, right? Just get run over by Ling Bane.
Right.
But in the hands of like a really good player, Marines are amazing.
Just target
So
fire,
I guess
man.
the Marine. Yeah.
If you could make one balance change, what would it be? So you're David Kim now. What do you change, Vince?
Well, yeah, he's not there anymore. But
I
I would
know.
prefer the. I would prefer the either the Mind change or the Liberator change for one of the last patches, because I'm genuinely curious how TVP would be right now with like the unnerved Liberator or the unnerved Mind.
It wasn't asked to me, but the only thing I would change right now is I would get rid of Burrowcast for Infestors.
Oh yeah, like
You-
Burrowed Fungal is dumb.
Thank
As well.
you.
I don't know why
Yeah.
it's still.
Like I might change it to where like they can pop faster, like they can pop out of the ground, like get a faster rate or
What-
something. But like
what I-
being completely burrowed
Yeah.
and fungal is stupid.
What I thought about that, there should be like some disadvantage to having them burrowed, right? So I was either thinking like they should be faster on ground without burrow, or they should be way slower while burrowed. But now it's like there's no downside to burrowing. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think it's just bad game design at this point.
I agree.
It is.
I agree.
Thank you.
Let's see. What was your
When you
favorite
say you're
televised
gonna-
match? Oh,
Hold
sorry.
on. When you say when you're gonna change the mine or the liberator, what do you mean by that?
Well, they nerfed the splash damage on shields for the Widowmine, and
Right.
the Liberators did do less damage, single target. So they 3-shot gateway units instead of 2-shot. So I would like revert either of those changes and see how TVP would be.
Okay, so instead of two changes, just revert one so that it's only one change.
Yeah, like I would either revert one of those depending on like
Okay.
what the problem is right now.
Revert
No.
the Widowmine. I think
I would go for the Liberator right now.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Widowmines are like in an okay spot, but the Liberators are pretty bad until you get +2 ship weapons, which you pretty much never get, right?
Okay, all right.
Makes sense. Okay, so the question was, what has been your favorite televised match?
Uh, I'm kind of inclined to say Squirtle MVP or maybe MVP against Life from the GSL.
Okay.
No, that series wasn't that good. Either Squirtle Life or Squirtle MVP or MVP Innovation maybe from like the earliest Heart of the Swarm global finals.
No, what's your favorite televised match?
Oh, of the ones I played.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Like like yours, and as in like you played.
We have
Like
never had
those are all great matches. I would agree with you.
No one's ever answered this question in the way that you've done it. No one ever.
I just assumed he means like, what's your favorite? Whew. Let me think.
I mean, he might have meant it that way, but I guess I always assumed it was like of your own.
Maybe this whole time that's what the question has been asking, and we just interpreted it wrong.
That's an ambiguously worded question. Like,
I think he means it that way though. But as for my favorite televised match, I'm thinking of like an event that was really good. Maybe me against Zanster from Austin. I feel like I played that series very well.
That was a good series.
The second series. This first series was good too, but I lost that one, so obviously it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
But I think the second one, I think I played genuinely very well. So I think that one. Yeah.
Fair enough. What's your favorite sports team?
I don't know.
You don't watch
sports.
You don't watch football?
Not really, unless
Okay.
it's like the World Cup. But no, I don't like traditional sports.
Okay, fair enough. What's your favorite esport?
StarCraft.
Okay, as I say, be careful how you answer that question. Like, you could become a hated person. Like, if you're like, oh, actually, like I don't really like League of Legends.
No, I don't really watch other games. Like the only other games I watch on stream on Twitch are like casual games. I don't watch other esports that much.
Like what? Like, do you watch
watched a
like
bit of
speed,
Hearthstone,
like any speed runs or anything, or like what? Like, what do you watch?
Yeah, kind of like Rust. I don't know if you know that game. I
Yeah.
always found it pretty fun. Or Rocket League. I guess it's kind of an esport. Rocket League is pretty fun.
Yeah, but you can play Rocket League very casually too.
Yeah, we sometimes play it very casually.
Yeah,
That would be pretty fun. Just some random games.
yeah.
Or like watch Lyric. I don't know. He doesn't really play the same game every day anymore. So, yeah. I don't know. Probably favor the StarCraft still, for sure.
Got it. Well, that's all our other questions like we have from the Discord, but I'll open it up to the chat here. We'll take chat questions here for just a little bit. But while you guys are doing that, I did want to mention that there was 7 Chinese players banned for match fixing and smurfing. If you guys didn't see that, I know it's not new news, but it did just recently happen within like the last day. So it was Punk, Coffee, the Chinese Silky. Not the other Silky.
Not the North American Silky.
Not that Silky.
He posted on Team Liquid and Reddit. He's like, guys, it's not me. It's not me. There's a Chinese player named Silky, and I was like, this is so funny. Imagine people were like,
Jin and Breaking GG. They were all banned for various links. Like Punk was banned for 2 years, Coffee was banned for 1, Silky was banned for 1, Jin and Breaking were banned for 6 months.
Coffee was banned for a year and a half.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I
year
like
and
that
a half.
guy. I like that guy in the Reddit thread, by the way, tagged as match fixer on the actual Silky.
Yeah.
Just a heads up, it wasn't me. Tagged as match fixer.
Tagged as match fixer. Yeah, I saw that comment. This is funny. I messaged Silky. I was like, hey, did you get any angry PMs on TL yet? He's like, no, not yet.
Not yet.
But it's coming.
At some point when he plays a match, it's it's this match fixer. Why is he allowed to play? Because people don't pay attention.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to change his name.
Clearly. Yeah, that's a shame because Coffee and Silky, Scarlett says here in the thread that they were going to go out to the team house.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it is a shame. And Coffee was a very promising player.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was really, really good from what I had understood.
He made some pretty big splashes in the Chinese StarCraft scene, and he was definitely getting up there. Like he was getting as well known as like Shigua and like Tudming and all those guys, you know, like.
Mm-hmm.
But it's sad, but what can you do?
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the Chinese scene, so I don't really know Most of them. I've heard of Silky and Jin before, but not of the others.
Yeah.
Really? You never heard of Coffee?
I mean, I don't really follow
The
other
Chinese,
scene.
yeah.
But
If you like,
I should have probably heard of him, but I did not.
dude, you need to watch Kung Fu Cup. That sounded like a good time for you.
Yeah, it's like morning.
What's Kung Fu Cup?
Yeah, it's good. Like Tenchi does a really good job with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here were the affected tournaments. Star of China reality show qualifier, whatever the fuck that is. GPL season 1 qualifier, Kung Fu Super League. I didn't know I didn't know Kung Fu Cup was like. Is that Blizzard sponsored somehow? Like it must be, because otherwise why would that affect Kung Fu Cup?
I think it might be, but
Tenchi must get some support from Blizzard somehow. I don't know. So then it says, in addition, Silky was expelled from the X Team roster. Team manager, I'm not going to say his name because it's fucking Chinese and I'm going to get it wrong anyway. Also announced that Silky and Coffee's Korean trip, sponsored by him and F91, has been canceled. Coffee and Silky's Kung Fu Cup League spots have also been revoked. In addition, with an additional qualifier next week to determine their replacements. So, bummer. More match fixing and smurfing going on. So, and they all did it for they must have all done like different amounts of it. Like Punk must have been the worst to get the 2-year ban, and like go because like going down like Jin and breaking only got like 6 months. So like I don't know like how they deemed. Like, oh well, it wasn't like he only did it once, 6 months, but like, oh fuck, like Punk did it a lot. Like you're banned for 2 years.
Either that or based on the amount of money they might have received.
I mean, 2 years is like.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess
career.
I guess that's true. I guess when I was thinking of it, I guess I wasn't specifically thinking that they were getting money from it, right? Like I was just thinking like in general, like they were like fixing like break brackets and stuff.
Just to interrupt a bit, some guy saying smurfing isn't bad. Well, it's smurfing like pretending to be somebody else in a tournament game. That's different than smurfing on ladder.
Yeah,
like they didn't get banned for smurfing on ladder. It's about qualifiers or tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's like. Well, it's like what Guru did basically with base trade, right? Like
Guru, yeah.
Like making the new
guy.
making the new account name and like thinking like that he won't get caught. Like, oh, they'll never figure it out. Like you're an idiot. You want to use the same.
He's still playing on some Smurf on EU, and like he pretends to not be him, but everyone knows it's Guru. Like it's so obvious.
He's like, it's not Guru. Like, shut the fuck up. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
his idea is his idea is I'm not Guru.
Not Guru.
No, it's like some random word, but it's so obvious it's him. Like it's insanely obvious.
Rip.
Well, I think
that's too bad though. Like
this is the first time that match fixing has ever been publicly released
for China
to the public.
Yeah,
from China.
For China.
So
it's a shame though. Like like you have these people that are up and coming and like we're like trying to expect like good things from them. Like they talked about like Coffee, going out to like the base trade house and stuff. So. And like I'm sure like the other Chinese players that already like play professionally are like even more pissed off because like you're giving us like you're giving a bad name to the Chinese scene now. Like now everyone's just gonna think we're just a bunch of fucking cheaters, when it's just you losers like trying to fucking make money. Like if you can't play the game good and you can't win that way, then don't fucking play. But like to cheat, like no, like stop, like no bueno.
No way.
Because up till now, there was no scandal really from China's end
that we knew about.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying. Like there wasn't any like reputation damaging scandal released to the public.
Yeah.
China was pretty clear, and it's not like they were they weren't a nobody. They had a pretty darn good StarCraft scene.
Massive.
Yeah. They had a pretty darn good StarCraft scene, and they had a lot of promising players. So this is it just shows that no country is safe.
Well, the thing is like I don't even think we can watch the GPL, right? Like I don't think we have a way to watch that. So like you don't even know like what could be going on over there because like it's so closed off though. Because the only time we even hear about like Chinese players when they compete like outside of like Chinese leagues.
Yeah.
So
And the Chinese, I don't know, Chinese players, I think the Chinese like tournaments, I think they stream on a platform that isn't supported on Team Liquid, so the streams are never linked, even when they get on our calendars. So
Well, and they also clearly don't have like an English restream.
that too.
Yeah, like I know like Joe and Tenchi used to do like whatever it was. Like they used to do like be the English commentators for like whatever Chinese league it was. But that hasn't been done now for quite a few, like I don't know, like at least two years. I feel like could be more. But I don't know. Feels bad, man. Like just
Feels bad.
More cheating. No bueno. Bummer. Let's see. Did you guys have any other questions here for Optimus? Do you watch Geometry Dash? I don't know what that is. What is
Do
it?
you
It's
watch
like,
Geometry Dash?
It's like a mobile phone game where you just have to literally jump, or with a cube. But it's a pretty fun game.
Okay.
It's
Huh.
sometimes, not really anymore. It's just a time waste game, pretty much.
Melty wants to know: have you been following the Norway chess tournament, the highest rated tournament of the 21st century?
No.
Yep.
Have you been following the Norway chess tournament?
No.
Well, he's not from.
People are just googling
He's also not from Norway, so I don't know why that would be relevant.
I just
People
know
are
like
just
one
Googling,
Norwegian chess player, but that's
like,
it. Like
yeah.
Carlson is his name, I think.
I don't know.
I guarantee you, they're just like googling like European fads or like what's popular in Europe right now, and then asking Optimus if he's seen this or don't.
I've never heard of it before. So
Vince,
no.
do you have a fidget spinner?
A fidget spinner?
Yeah.
Let me do
Is that one of those three things
Yeah.
that you spin?
Yeah, it's like the autism thing. Like if you buy one, you have autism.
Why would he need one unless he gets like
Well,
nervous during StarCraft?
People-
matches?
Is it like you just flip around?
Yeah, you just
No.
like flip it. Yeah. They say it's
No.
like it's like marketed towards like people with anxiety. It's like supposed to be like the equivalent of like a fidget cube. So
No, I just flip around with my mobile phone all the time.
I do admit, I will admit this. I will never buy one for myself, but if someone gifts it to me, I will gladly use it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
You
throw
use it on
away.
stream, like I like the concept.
dude,
of the
I'm just
thing, I
gonna
don't wanna spend
I'm
money
just gonna
for
do
it.
a stream where I just hold one and I flip it, and then people just watch me and then give me money. Because I guarantee you people would.
Thanks, Shrine, episode 50. You and I, we have fidget spinners.
Dude, I'm just like doing tricks. I'm just like fucking like spinning like two of them. Like, whoa, what's going on? Doing some tricks. Oh, I flipped it. Woo!
Our guest today,
The fidget spinner. No, retarded.
Optimus. I have a question for you. If you
What's
had
up?
the chance to become a pro gamer for a different esport, which would it be, and why? I mean, would it be for the money, or would it be because you really like the game or the concept? Or
I think it would be CS:GO because I think
For
like
CS:GO?
high level CS:GO is like insane.
Yeah.
And it's also one of the more respected esports, right?
Because
It's not like Hearthstone where the community is like herpaderp, random RNG.
Yeah. I mean,
So I think
Well,
CS:GO.
but
you
I
know,
think
it's
that's
such
because people
a-
that play CS:GO though is like because it's like bros play CS:GO, right?
Yeah.
Like
But if you're also really good at CS:GO, everyone's like, "Wow, you're pro at CS:GO! Wow, that's amazing!" Right?
yeah,
You're right. I mean, it's a very widely recognized game.
Yeah.
You know, you walk up to someone and say, "I'm a StarCraft 2 pro," they're like,
cool.
Oh, that's-
yeah.
that's
Nice for
cool.
you, man.
"That's cool." If you say, "I'm a CS:GO pro," they're like, "Oh, dude, did you participate in this tournament? Or are you going to be in here?" Like, you know, it's
Yeah.
more widely recognized. So I do think that's a good choice. Now, you know, StarCraft being an RTS and CS:GO being a first-person shooter, they're worlds apart. They're completely
Yeah.
different.
Well, yeah, the
games.
one's also a team game, so you also like you're only as
Yeah,
strong as
I
like your
wouldn't be
team.
good at it.
So-
but
So do you think anything that you learned from playing StarCraft you could carry over, or would it just be a fresh new start?
No, there's definitely some mentality like practicing, but
Yeah.
it's different. And also, like, if I've had plenty of series where I was behind 2-0 and you still win the series, right? Mentality wise, you
The comeback.
having experience, especially being on your own, that helps a lot.
Okay, so like
Mouse
practice
accuracy, settings, like
settings, yeah.
no,
sure.
but like finding optimal settings and everything, like taking every advantage there's definitely some advantages, even though it's a different game for sure.
Like watching the minimap, things like
Yeah,
that.
minimap awareness for sure.
Yeah,
Like
Knowing the
yeah,
map,
but
but
knowing
the
layout.
thing is, in StarCraft, there's no headshot boom dead. You know.
And well, there's this one race with this one unit.
There's nothing more rage-inducing than you're like so prepared, you're like so on top of things, and all of a sudden you just die from one
Well,
shot.
that's called an oracle. But
Yeah.
yeah.
It's called an oracle. It's called a widow mine.
Yeah.
No. I'll tell you, I had the game yesterday where I killed 3 oracles with a single widow mine, and I still lost the game. Feels bad, man.
Oh come on, that's
Yes.
terrible.
I mean, CS:GO is a shooter, but it's like at the highest level, like it is complicated because like you can get randomly Molotov. Like there's spots like where it's like, well, if anyone's standing here and I throw this Molotov like over this building, like they're just gonna die. It's like you have to know shit like that. Like yeah, and it's also
it's not just blind good aim.
Yeah. It's also like prediction. Like you need to know like okay, like what would they be doing? Where would they be going? You know, like checking your corners and shit. Like.
Are they eco rushing? Are they just buying? Are they going B? Are they going A?
Yeah.
Are they playing chill? Like, there's so much more than just being good at the shooter. So I think definitely CS:GO.
Yeah.
Would you change your ID?
It's not like Call of Duty where you can just like run around, die, and then just respawn and like run around. Like it's like not the same.
What ID do you think would be perfect for the CS:GO pro gamer
PV Pizza.
Vincent Clerks?
Killer Machine XX.
Killer
Machine XX.
Killer Machine XXX. Yeah.
Definitely.
Wow.
Or you can call yourself Optimal, right?
No, I think Killer Machine would be the best.
Killer Machine.
2 X's or 3 X's?
XX.
This is very important.
2 X's.
2X.
This is very important. 2 X's.
Killer Machine XX.
So if you're in the world finals and then you're up against a guy from the other team and his name is Killer Machine XXX. You know.
Well, then I just lose, isn't it?
You kill him twice, but he'll kill you 3 times.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Killer
Would
Machine.
you still stick with Dead Pixels, or would you branch out and look for a different team?
Oh, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't even know how good I would be in CS:GO. Last time I played was like 3 years ago, and I was like barely just above gold. So I don't know how. I don't think any team would be.
I've never played CS:GO on PC. I've just like I have it. I just never played it. I had it like back in the day for like Xbox and shit, and like we used to play it in like school, like in our study hall instead of actually like doing homework. We would just all queue up and fucking play Counter-Strike.
Yeah. No, I think CS:GO would be a lot of fun, but I haven't played it in a while, so.
That's interesting. I don't know. Like team games are just like infuriating. Like I was playing like a lot of Overwatch when it came out, and I pretty much stopped because like, well, you get matched with some shitty like unless you know people that like to actually play with, like you can't get good on your own. Like you can't just like join like random games and like win. Like it doesn't work. Like you just get like shitty teammates that like want to do whatever they want to do. They don't want to listen, and it just sucks. And it's just like pure cancer.
That's every online multiplayer game.
Yeah, like you're right, and that's why they suck. That's why StarCraft's the best game ever because it's 1-on-1, best 1v1 game.
Well, Hearthstone, you see. Once that's the word.
Well, actually, Gwent is clearly the superior. No. Shit. Oh man. Okay. Any other questions here for Vince, guys? Get him in. Otherwise, we're gonna.
I think I
let him go.
Something about Solar against Innovation.
Oh yeah, I did see that as well. Yeah. What were your thoughts on that?
Well, kind of expected. Game 1 was really weird, like Hydraling Bane. I think it's really good composition, so I don't know why it's not being used more. The series itself, he played mech. Not too much to learn from. He proxied one game, and he played like one game standard. So like I only got like one game to learn of him playing actually Bio, or 2, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the series was that great, and the reaction was priceless. Him just sitting there, standard innovation. So
standard innovation.
Yeah, not too much.
He mech'd twice.
He mech'd it happen.
People were like, "This is an innovation. Who is this?" This innovation never does mech.
Yeah. I kind of think mech is expected. I expected mech one game.
I feel like that double Thor drop is going to make its way into ladder a lot. The double Thor drop is pretty strong.
I think it's just because the cars got in the middle line and they killed like 10 drones both times.
The Hellions?
Yeah, the race cars.
The race cars. Well, see, they had the Bone Hellion skin, so I didn't know what they were. So we can't have those in the game anymore. Nice meme.
We are not allowed to use skins, then, right?
Except for people still use them. Like, it's rarely been enforced.
No. Actually, doing WCS, you're like specifically told not to use skins on stream. Like they actually tell you like 3 times, don't use your skins.
I know, but it still happens. Like the Marauder skin, like it doesn't really change it like that much. So like people just leave that one on.
I even asked like, what if we both agree on skins? They were like, nope. WCS rule.
And like same with Stalkers. Like I've seen people like leave Stalkers on too. The only one that I kind of agree with is Ravager because it massively changes what it looks like when you have the Bone Ravager skin.
The Zergling is really annoying as well.
I guess
wings are massive.
Yeah, I guess personally that one's not a problem for me just because like at the speed that it moves, it's not confusing, right? Like because nothing really like from Zerg is that small and moves that way.
It just looks like there's more of them, to be honest.
Yeah, I could see that. But with the Ravager, it looks like it almost looks like a lurker. Because how big it is now, like it looks weird.
Yeah, it looks really weird. It's like twice the size of a normal Ravager.
Yeah. Let's see here. Someone had a question here.
Race car is race car backwards. No, really?
Race car is race car backwards.
Shit.
Race car is race car.
You didn't know that? You didn't know that?
Dude,
I just realized.
That's the oldest trick in the book. Man.
Race car is race car.
Mom backwards is mom. Dad.
I'm not a native
dad.
English speaker, so like all those.
Race car backwards is race car.
Shane Ramo wants to know: do you get the best feeling in the world when you beat Avillo, the Met God?
I would never beat Avillo. He's way too good.
Have you never beat him?
He only loses games to hackers. Yeah, I've played against him like 4 times.
Not a hacker. Dude, what can we talk about?
He called me a hacker.
Can we talk about Volts? Out. Did you see that shit?
That was quality entertainment. Yeah, feels good, man.
Like, okay, so like Volts is known.
Avillo really had it coming.
Yeah, he did. Like Volts
normally I wouldn't.
No, go ahead.
Normally I would be like, it's not really necessary, like being BM in the final match. But Avillo, it's like, yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah. Well, plus he started it.
Yeah.
Like he always like started like saying shit first. Like and like so Volts has had like problems with like BM and shit, you know? But like it's because he's a young guy. Like he kind of doesn't get it. Like at first, like he's much better about it now. And I kind of told him like. Against like Avillo, like I'm like that was fine, like because we kind of had like a conversation about it a little bit. I'm like, you know, like try to keep that to a minimal. Like let's be, you know, like don't get frustrated and like don't take it out. Like you can be frustrated, but like don't say shit like that, you know, on ladder and stuff. It's just like unprofessional.
Yeah.
And then he did it towards Avillo, and he was kind of like, yeah, like he's like, but it was Avillo, right? And I was like, yeah, like I'm okay with it. Like it was fine. Like it was warranted. Like I'm okay with that. Like you did a good job.
I don't think anyone would judge you being
no one
bad
cares.
Yeah, no, like
no
Avillo,
one cares. Just do it.
You blind countered Hellions without scouting. Good hacks.
Yeah,
like shut the fuck up.
I wonder if he still. I think like I had this discussion this morning. I was like, does he still believe it himself? Is he like so caught up in the act that like he calls everyone a hacker that he's starting to believe that actually everyone is a hacker?
Probably. Like
know.
If you tell yourself the same lie, like I don't know.
Yeah.
Optimus, do you know about the TLO challenging Avillo thing that's been going on?
Yeah,
yeah.
He's gonna dodge Avillo. He like made a funny joke about it on Twitter, but he's not gonna play. So
yeah.
No, he's not gonna.
He would just get smashed.
Even Matt Chirino jumped in. It's like, hey, we'll double TLO.
Like even when I played him on NA with like Bing, I was just winning, and I'm not even. TLO is still way better, and I was just winning at the 5-minute mark already with just 2 Reapers. Or I had like such a huge advantage.
Yeah,
I don't think he could even win against a good Zerg, honestly.
Well, he did beat BioIce, but BioIce let him get the late game like Mac, like stop, like don't let him cut the map in half.
But the level between BioIce and TLO as well is like.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong, but I'm saying BioIce should have won though.
Yeah,
like that's.
I think he's better for sure.
Yeah. So, and especially like if TLO doesn't handicap him, like he's never going to lose to Avillo. Like if he doesn't handicap himself, like he's not going to lose. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Even with some kind of handicap, I don't think he can lose to it, to be honest.
Yeah, like I just don't see it happening.
Either you drone till like 100 because he doesn't scout ever, or you just cheese him because he plays way too safe. So you can even macro out of it.
I don't know. But I don't know. And then my biggest thing with him is like he wants to cry about bounds. It's like, dude, no one fucking said you had to play that style of mech. You're choosing to play the game this way. So shut the fuck up. Like this is specifically how you want to play. No one's got a gun to your head saying fucking play mech. Fucking play.
He doesn't really want to. He just cannot do any other stuff.
You're not wrong, but like that's like my biggest gripe is like fuck you. Like no one says you have to like do it this way. Like that's just like your choice. Well, it's not viable. No one said it was. Like you're right. Like, but no one gives a shit. Because
Avillo has his own Avillo that tells him to play that way.
I don't know.
Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
He's got like the shoulder, right? The two people on the shoulder, like
The
angel.
shoulder Avillo and the other shoulder.
But it's just the same. It's just the same thing. It's
they
like
just-
call him a
they just
hacker.
balance one-
This is the hacker and this is the stream cheater.
Yeah.
He's choosing between.
Yeah,
They're
he's
just-
hacking. No, he's
yeah.
stream cheating. It's both.
They're just whining to him.
Oh my god, dude!
It's just mini Avillo.
Someone should make a meme of that. That would be hilarious.
Avillo, yes, like Photoshop Avillo, and then two Avillos on his shoulders. Oh my god,
Holy shit!
Yeah.
that'd be the best.
That would be a
Whoever
legit.
does
That would be a legit meme.
Well, we will
Shane,
give you.
get on it.
We
Yeah.
will give you a guest appearance on Dank Shrine if you can pull that off and send us some proof.
Good meme.
Hell yeah, we'll reward you with a guest appearance on Dank Shrine.
All right, what else we got? Was there anything else? Oh, we're talking about innovation, I know, and then we were done with that, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, anything else, guys?
Oh.
Are we gonna listen?
If the chat people are done, I do have one final question for Optimus.
All right, we'll give him a second here.
We can answer that one in the meantime, I guess, while waiting for chat to catch up.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and ask, Seeker.
Oh, okay. So this is a Dank Shrine tradition, but we ask all our guests the island question. Do you know what it is? Do you know what
Like,
the island
who do you
question
take
is?
with on an island, or?
Yeah, if you have to go on an uninhabited island, you have to spend the rest of your life there, but you're allowed to take 3 pro gamers with you. Who do you choose and why? The why is the most important part.
Number one, do I have to specifically say why to every single one, or just in
Yeah.
general?
No. We need to know why.
All right. First one is Euthermal, because we've been friends for like 5 years,
I'm gonna tell
or
you
more even. So
Throw me for
We
the
just
meme.
got-
What if you never makes it back?
Oh, also, yeah. You there's no getting off this island. You're stuck there forever.
no, yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
The second one would be DNS.
Okay.
DNS? Okay.
He is like pretty fun, and he just spams mustache all day. So he's just pretty fun. The third one.
Livy B.
Can I say?
You know why.
He's not really pro, but I guess risky.
Risky?
Risky's pro.
Yeah,
Risk-
but he's not full time, but he's good, right?
Yeah.
He's not like full time known by the majority of the audience, but
My insanity's
no,
risky.
yeah.
Damn.
Shit.
He's gonna challenge you to
No.
show. He's gonna challenge you to a show match now. He's like, what?
He would. He needs
up,
to
son?
stop running his mouth, kid.
What's up, son? Yeah, like talk shit, get hit, bud. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, no, risky. I didn't mean it in that way. I just meant, like, he's not that known, right? He's really
Right,
good.
you're like trying to bring him, right? Right, like it's a good thing.
Yeah. Like, but chat is calling me out here. But no, he even helped me practice for WCS. So obviously, I don't think of him as a bad player, right?
Yeah.
You're
Dude,
bringing risky because he sucks?
No, I'm bringing risky because he's like
he's
meme
cool.
value.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fun.
He's what?
He's meme,
Meme
value.
value.
Meme value.
Yeah. He's worth his weight in memes. Like he's worth
Okay.
he's worth
All
bringing.
right, so there you have it. Euthermal, risky, and DNS. Start packing your bags.
You're going on a trip. Okay.
Euthermal's already in the chat, so he should start packing now.
I think he already packed. He already left the chat, probably.
He already knows.
As soon as he heard his name, he's like, "Oh no, hell no."
Fuck this. I'm not going. He's like, I retire as a pro gamer. I'm not going. Fuck that.
His
Can't
Twitter
take me.
handle disappears.
At Liquid Red, guys, follow him at Liquid Red.
At Liquid Red.
All right, yeah. So yeah, come on, we got some more people that just joined here. So yeah, we're at the tail end of our interview here. If you have any questions for Optimus, get them in. While we're waiting, thank you everyone for watching. Appreciate it. Thank you to our sponsor South Esports for sponsoring the show and making it happen. Feel free to hit that follow button. Obviously, we're live each and every week. Next week we should have. Well, basically it'll either be innovation or Ryung, right, Seeker? I mean that's really it.
It'll be one or the other.
It'll be innovation or it'll be Ryung.
If we get innovation, I'll push Rung to next week.
Yeah, so one or the other. I don't have anything set for next weekend just yet, but that's not necessarily not going to happen. We might get another EU player on. We'll just have to see. But yeah, appreciate it. Hit the follow button. Donate, guys. That really helps as well. If you like the content, please feel free to tip. It's obviously not required, but it definitely helps. And right now, the goal is to get us to Montreal, so you can see we got the plane ticket price up there. So we need to hit that. The sooner the better, because the longer we wait, the higher the price gets, unfortunately. So I'd like to get it as soon as possible. That way I don't have to ask for more money.
Guys, donate.